Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, April the 13th. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. We just had the PPI come in just a little bit light. Of course, it had a great big spike, or a little bit of a spike at the first pass. You know, a lot of folks thinking that bad news will be good news because it's going to force the Fed into holding pat. But again, we still have about a 70% chance. Folks are saying that we do have another 25 basis point hike on the horizon. And so what this actually might end up doing is unwinding just a little bit further. I would love to see price action break down and then chop around for a bit before it moves so quickly. We just need to slow down just a wee bit in terms of how much and fast we are moving from day to day. Notice Wix all the way up into 41.76 getting sold off dramatically. Dampened spring on Twitter. As soon as it spiked up to 41.70, Dampened Spring said, yep, we're going to have a down day. And so really, that's exactly what we had. Now, I don't know how he supposed that, but it certainly was legitimate to assume that an extreme expansion in a sideways formation will give rise to a fade into the base of support. So where are we now? Well, we're at the base of support. So what are traders that are currently in a trade thinking about doing? Well, if they bought the lows thinking that we're going to have a range, they're looking for it to get back up over 41.40. And if they're thinking about a short or they're in a short, they really don't want it to get past 41.40. And so that number is going to be the line in the sand for us today. Yesterday, towards the end of the day, that number was 41.34. I said in the overnight midweek level up from Lilu, I said, hey, listen, you know what? We've got potential for traders to try to hold this space and then pop it up into the 41.34. And so now that we're getting closer to the daily trading hours, we're going to see that 41.40 to 41.42 become more of the resistance zone for us to look at. If we break down, where does that weakness begin? And it does begin right around that 41.20-ish area. Traders are going to start getting a little bit more nervous about holding longs. If they breach up into this 41.34 and they can't hold it, it's going to push short action further down into the range here near the lows at 41.10. All right, so that's really what we're looking at in the ES. Let's take a look at the NQ. Today, we bounced off of this edge right down there at 12,949. I did talk about that on last night's video as well for the midweek, saying that buyers are really likely to come into this 12,900 area and push into the 13,100 area, at which point there'll be another battle. So this uncomfortable thing about these kinds of trades is that they're right in the middle of congestion. So legitimately, you could have a long that goes up and collapses right at resistance, or a short that moves down, back down into 12,940, or it could sit and chop there all day because the really big fireworks start tomorrow pre-market. We'll see what kind of hedging goes on today. We've had a lot of negative hedging. I keep waiting for these guys to unwind their shorts, but they're not. They still keep piling in the short action, thinking that particularly with banks, we're going to have some issues. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Again, 13,000 battling here at the NQ. That's really what we are after today, that battle. And the one big thing that I do want to talk about offsides is the dollar coming in at a key support zone. If the dollar comes into a key support zone here and begins to bounce, it's going to put pressure on the market. We also need to take a quick look at oil, which is going to be a major driver in terms of the magnet that says, hey, are we going to have inflation that stays sticky? in some spots. And so right now, oil's coming in just a little bit. It is Thursday. We had an oil report yesterday that was fairly bullish, pushed us up and out. Now we need to see that retrace to 81 to give us a shot. Lastly, let's take a look at SPY. Not going to look at Qs today. I've been yammering too long. What we are seeing here in SPY is the price action at 409 to 410 being fairly sticky. And so as we come into expiry today, as I look at the heat map, we've got a fair amount of buying and selling at that 410. It looks basically even. This could be another very, very choppy day. All right, could be really choppy. Low end 407, high end 411. So we're looking for maybe a push of that 411 space to get us back into a resistance zone and then see what the traders will do. So again, to recap, we still have baseline support at about 4,100, super sticky number. We're sitting inside of yesterday's trading range after dipping to a lower low in the overnight. My thought is that bounces are going to lead to a little bit of selling, but if we continue to hold 41.22, that could easily flip during the day and traders will start to buy again. All right, take care, good luck trading, and I'll see you all tomorrow.